So I was doing a little deep dive on the internet and just happened to find out that Matt Gates' wife's middle name is Lucky. If that's not the most ironic fucking thing you've ever heard in your life, I don't know what is. Beef, wine, and shenanigans, you dry humpers. Good evening, good morning, or whenever the hell you've decided to tune into this podcast. Well, I'm Stephen Van Patten, and I am joined with three of my favorite human beings, Kirk Johnson, Mark Abbott, and of course, coming in from the West Coast, looking like she done shrunk herself and she's looking for Ant-Man in a grassy knoll. Denise Tapscott.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, wow. What a time it is to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. But before I get into that, I just want to say that I want to congratulate Mark Abbott for doing something that none of us have had the sense to do, and that is go on vacation.
Oh, man, yes.
Out in the Bahamas. And later on, we'll be showing footage of him doing karaoke, singing the song Cuban Pete, down with a rumba beat. And he goes boom,
or
shicky,
limbo.
boom, shicky, boom, boom, shicky, boom.
Or a limbo.
Or the limbo.
Or limbo. He's probably doing the limbo.
I was actually hanging out with Carlos. We were doing the mambo.
Yes.
Carlos was teaching me how to do the mambo.
Oh, now I understand.
Oh, my star.
Carlos is going to teach us how to do the mambo.
Everybody out.
Boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom.
But Mr. Crafton, it's fun. You. Your age ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Mark coming from way back.
Yeah. I dug in the creek for that one.
You did.
And it's appreciated too.
And
it was appreciated.
It was nice to get away. It's 6 days. Was in Atlantis, got a chance to ride the water slides, get on the beach. There was this really nice spot called I think it was called the Dilly Bar. But it was like one of those, you walked in and it was they were playing neo and Afro soul music. And perfect lighting, just that one place that you went to just to chill and relax. And they had some good drinks, and it was nice to not have to deal with the rat race and everything else for a few days.
Sure.
And
nice.
Good weather. And a lot of sea turtles.
Ooh.
Sea turtles. And I mean, like, actually out in the water, like swimming through people, like,
wow.
Like,
oh wow, okay,
y'all ain't messing up my fun, kind of thing. And it's like, excuse me, and I'm going out to sea.
Wow.
So
any dolphins?
They have dolphins in captivity in terms of, and when I say that, it's not a bad thing, but they have like what they call the dolphin K, where you can pay a boatload of money to go jump in there and swim with them. But I mean, you pick and choose what you're going to do. I saw a lot of people parasailing, and one of the great things is, like, at the end of the day, like around 5 o'clock, you watch the cruise ships leaving. You see them kind of pull out and they start heading off to the horizon. You stand there and you're looking out at the water and you're watching them go away, and you start to wonder, I wonder who got left. Because you know there's somebody at the dock right now. Like, motherfucker. No, man.
You said 4 o'clock.
We're going to have to
At
go
4
back to the airport and go to the next part because we're not going out there to take you there. So, but all in all, it was good. If you guys get a chance, and I say this to everybody, it's good for wellness. Just get away. Don't. Here's the crazy thing. They have a marina with these yachts, and I mean, like you look at these things, you're like, who has this kind of money? Like, who really has this kind of money? And I remember just walking past one, and there was a guy sitting on the yacht. He was inside, and he looked like he was on his computer. And I'm standing there, and I'm like, I bet you this guy is doing work. You have this huge yacht. You come to this beautiful island, and that's what you're doing.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, you're probably doing work because you got to maintain the wealth that you have in order to keep this beautiful boat, which sadly enough, you're not even enjoying. Because, but it's one of those things where it was just like, oh, these are really nice. And 75 cats running around the place.
Oh gosh.
Really?
There were cat, and I only saw 3. Because you know how cats are. Cats are like, yeah, what's up? We not dealing with y'all motherfuckers. And
see them niggas back there already.
Right.
there was a black cat who didn't want to, who basically, literally, I only saw him at night. There was a like an orange black mix kind of marble looking cat.
Oh, a calico.
Who just was sort of like, eh. But then there was this one tabby cat who was being slick. So he'd lay there, and then you start petting him, and he pretended that he was asleep. As soon as you stop, he did the old reach around, grab your arm, bite your hand, and start like wrestling with you. So now, unless all of us who own cats, we know that type of play. It's not.
Yeah.
It's totally harmless and everything. Scared the hell out of kids. Because the kids, they turn around and the kids are like, but they're like, I'm like, they're not biting you. He's not trying. He's playing. He's trying to,
He ain't trying to eat you.
Yeah.
He ain't interested. But
yeah.
So
talking about yachts. Yeah.
How did Cosette enjoy it?
She had a blast. She was in the water all the time. Anytime we got near the water, she was in there. She was swimming. The day we got there, she's like, why can't we go to the water park? I'm like, how about we get to the room and put our stuff down first before we go running off to the water park and
fully dressed, just jumping into shit.
Right.
She's like, I don't understand. Do we need to do all this? We could just, it's right here, But had herself a great time. Was enamored by all the sea life. And everything, the manta rays, the sharks, and they had couple of the groupers were huge. I'd never seen a grouper fish that big.
Oh yeah, they get pretty big.
Lionfish, she recognized most of the dangerous ones. And then they had like these 2 slides that you go down and then you end up underneath the sharks. So it's like in a tube, and then you could look up and see them swimming by and whatnot. And so that was a lot of fun. And we'll see what the next adventure brings. So
nice.
and interesting, got a chance to see, they had a movie theater there, a free movie theaters. So I got a chance to see Abigail, which was a lot of fun. Although interestingly, it didn't seem like the audience, and it was funny because it was like full of teenagers, but nobody seemed to be making a sound. They all just kind of seemed like, huh. I don't know if they knew what they were getting into or what. And then we watched Bad Boys for Life, which was actually funny. I mean, I liked the first. I never saw the third one. I saw the
Right.
first two.
Mhm.
I wasn't really interested after, like, I got a thing about movies waiting too long to come out after a while. I
Mhm.
mean that you could argue that I say that, and then Star Wars, we waited damn near 30 years for a new one. But I mean, movies like that, by the time the third one came out, I was sort of like, do I really want to go and watch
Right.
these two
Yeah.
do the same thing? But we had nothing else to do, so we said, let's go see. And it was actually a lot of fun. It was
Oh.
it was good to kind of laugh for a little bit,
Hmm.
and
All right, maybe I'll check
and
it out.
and it didn't take itself too seriously. So
Okay. Yeah, the third one, I was like, I don't know.
well, who the bang up you remember Reggie? The
Yeah,
one that they were picking up. Oh man,
I saw that
they
shit
got
on
a scene.
YouTube.
There's a scene in there with him because he became a Marine and he takes
Oh,
out 15 dudes in this one scene. I was like,
wow.
so I was like, all right, Reggie, I see you. You went from that little bit part to this. I was like,
Yeah.
Wow.
do your thing, Reggie.
Oh,
But,
that's
He's
cool.
still a goofy too, and he's still a goofy
yeah,
looking too.
he's still
Goofy
Oh,
looking too.
wow.
he
Well,
looked 30.
that's the spinoff, the
Yeah,
Goofy
yeah.
Killer.
Right.
Mhm.
Wow. Oh, I gotta check it
The goofy killer.
The Goofy Killer.
out.
Didn't Jackie Chan make a career out of that?
Did Jackie Chan kill anybody though? I mean,
He beat the shit out of a lot of motherfuckers.
he beat the shit out of a lot.
Right,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
beat
he
the
wasn't
shit out of
he
a lot
wasn't
of
the
motherfuckers.
villain. Yeah, he wasn't the bad
Nah.
guy.
Nah.
No,
I mean,
he's never
I mean,
been-
I guess he killed a couple, like maybe a couple of guys kicked off a building or some shit like that. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
for the
He
most
just
part.
fell out the window. That nigga
Right.
dead.
Let's assume
Right,
this guy
right.
is dead.
Because they don't free healthcare where he was from. So yeah, that was.
Oh,
Oof, that part.
oh,
Right.
oh,
Ouch.
So,
It was like
right,
Rumble
so
in the
that
Bronx.
that was set in America.
Right. Right. Rumble
Yeah,
in the Bronx.
the Rumble in the Bronx, which was shot in Vancouver.
Right.
Because that wasn't even, because everybody who went to see that movie was like, where the hell in the Bronx is
The
this?
Bronx is that.
Like shit, I need to give me an apartment there. Like, wait, no,
No.
no,
Even,
No.
even,
no.
even cats in Staten Island were like, that's the Bronx? It's like,
Yeah, we should go check that out.
which I do have to add, because since we love that no so much,
Mm.
that scene in Abigail when when it was a white girl that lost her mind, like she was screaming,
Mhm.
and he was like, how do we kill vampires? And she's like, no, and she walked off. She's like, no. Like, no, we're not doing this.
We're not doing this.
Right.
We're not doing
Doing
this.
this.
Well, that's good. You finally got to see Abigail.
Yeah.
I in the interim, so I saw Trap. And don't worry,
Oh.
I don't expect anybody else to do it.
The M. Night Shyamalan one?
Yes. Which
Mm.
I mean, I was entertained by certain aspects of it. I'm not going to go into a big thing. I'm not going to do, movie recap or whatever, but there were some clever things about it. And then there were some other things, especially as somebody who works behind the scenes television and entertainment. There were a couple of things. And Kirk and Mark, well, all three of you, I think when you see this, you'll be like, that's bullshit. So, like it will, and it will be glaring. It will be glaringly obvious.
Right.
What when you when you watch the movie,
This is
you will kind of be like, what? No.
No.
And frankly, the big discrepancy, if you will, it is just a pop star caring about something other than themselves. That
was that Chris Evans?
But speaking of Chris Evans,
Oh,
let's slide into Wolverine Deadpool real quick, because I think we've all seen it.
Yep.
unless I'm mistaken. And I'm gonna say, as far as Fun 2024, I'll immediately give it the Fun Award.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also give it I probably need to watch this at least 3 more times because I probably missed X, Y, and Z while I was watching W.
Right.
I feel the
The
same way.
the fight scenes all amongst themselves, just ridiculous.
That first
Ryan
one.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
That first one.
Yeah.
Whoa.
During the opening credits.
Yeah.
And for for them to pick up out of Logan, like
right,
for them to just say, fuck all of you and all of you that got all emotional while you were watching Logan. Now we are about to basically trivialize all of your emotions. Right now. I gotta admit, in that respect, I've never seen anything like it. Just and so here's the thing: Marvel's got a shit ton of money, so they have a lot of latitude to pull off a lot of crazy shit. But I would have never, in my wildest dreams, have expected something. I mean, it's not even the breaking of the fourth wall. It's the dismantling of everything past the fourth wall. It's crazy. While at the same time being hysterical. The movie is at times it's fucking hysterical.
Yes.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine actually is like the ultimate straight guy. The ultimate comic foil in a sense, because he plays it exactly how it's supposed to be played. He plays Wolverine and then lets the comedy envelop around him. So
I've heard that about Hugh Jackman. He's good at understanding comedy.
Yeah. I mean, and there's like the crazy Easter eggs, the references, the one Deadpool variant. Yes, the one Deadpool variant that's based on whatchamacallit, the Broadway show that he's in. Like
the Music Man.
The Music Man. Yes.
The Music Man.
The Deadpool Music Man outfit. Like that shit's bananas. Like that shit is bananas.
And all the cameos.
Right. People are going crazy over Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade.
That's that.
Well, I knew about Wesley. I didn't know about Elektra. That completely took me off guard. I was like,
me
wait,
too.
Elektra's in it?
Yes.
And I was waiting for Ben Affleck. I was like, okay, y'all got to bring him back as Daredevil.
Nothing. No. Instead, we're going to give you Channing Tatum as Gambit.
Yes.
And and I'll interject with a little Beef Wine and Shenanigans exclusive. So Channing Tatum was actually a guest on the Tonight Show, which for everybody it was not aware, that's where I work now when I'm not doing this. I'm setting him up for his entrance, and I actually got to ask him, hey, by the way, the Gambit headpiece, was that comfortable? Because, I mean, correct me, but did it look comfortable?
No, not at all.
But he said it was. So there you go, folks.
Okay.
All right.
He said something else that I currently can't remember, but it was.
Did he do it in his Gambit voice?
No, he did not.
That would have,
then I wouldn't have understood any of it.
His Cajun was killing me. I was like,
yes.
Oh,
well, the funny thing is that because I like to find little nuances and stuff. So when the opening begins and he's dancing to NSYNC's Bye 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 and he's using Wolverine's bones.
Right. Somebody mentioned
now why this is funny to me was because in the original X-Men movie, when they stole the car, they're going down the highway, they stole Scott's car, and Wolverine is driving, and I think it's Iceman It's like, let's put some music on. And they turn the radio on and Bye 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 comes on and they're like, oh, and they shut the radio off. And I was like, of all the
good
songs
memory.
you picked to fight with Wolverine, you picked that one.
Wow.
And I was like, that could just be me just being like, that just seemed like a coincidence.
I don't think so. I think they paid that
everything he does is like
that's a good Easter egg.
Wow.
The shawarma joke. About
there you go.
Yes.
And then him coming back as Chris Evans coming back as Johnny Storm.
Yes,
that was hilarious.
He's like, oh, he's gonna say it, and I was like, he's gonna say
it. And I'm like, oh shit, he's Johnny Storm.
Like,
Flame on.
So, but you know, that's like, you know, you got the Fox logo sitting in the dirt.
Oh my god! Yes. Man, there was a lot of stuff in the dirt, and I was like, I should probably know what this is. I should know what that is because there were like ships out there and stuff.
One of them was the Avengers ship. Was
the
Helicarrier. Helicarrier was sitting there.
Okay.
Which was also what wasn't. I thought it was from the original Deadpool movie.
It probably was.
It could
because that was because they fought on the Helicarrier.
Yeah. That probably was the first because they're right. And even when he said that because he made a mention about him being in the Music Man, and I was like, it's just like, you know what, y'all gotta stop because he's done so much Broadway. I was waiting for like a joke about the Boy from Oz. I was waiting for that, but he didn't
go there.
He didn't go there.
Yeah.
But
I do. I love seeing like even Henry Cavill as one of the werewolf of one of the Wolverines. I was like, oh my god. He like looked.
Little Wolverine was actually my favorite.
That was your favorite one?
Giant Wolverine and Little Wolverine.
Then there was Crucified Wolverine.
Oh, that and the baby Deadpool.
Yes.
When they had to fight, when they had to fight in the street. And who is it that they all loved? I forgot the guy's name. The sidekick.
The
one that comes out and all the Deadpools are jumping up and down cheering for him.
Is it
and
nice
like
Deadpool?
No.
Tom.
Tom. Was it Tom? And
it's
like we all have a Tom.
Yes.
I was like,
it was Tom.
Now, when I heard Tom, I was thinking of MySpace because Tom is everyone's friend on MySpace.
That's probably why. That's probably what the reference is.
Actually, that probably was the reference.
Yeah, it's like Tom. Yes.
Hey.
and I gotta admit, another very subtle but favorite moment when he leans over to Wolverine and he says, "Till you're 90." Like that to me. We tell how long he's going to be doing this. Till you're 90.
Well, that was like what you call it. Wesley Snipes. Only gonna be one blade.
Right.
I was like, oh no.
Right.
But he gives but then he gives the look. But then he gives the look like
broke the fourth wall type shit.
Right.
Oh.
We would love to see Marshall Ali, but
that fourth wall is like non-existent. It's like you're literally, it's almost an immersive experience. It's the closest you're ever gonna get.
Yeah.
So yeah, insane.
Yeah, I gotta see it again. Oh, insane. I gotta watch it again.
And and I feel good that we waited a couple of weeks before we started going because you know how we are. We just gotta go on like you saw it. And honestly, if you listen to or watch this at all, you should probably know, hey, we should probably name this shit Beef, Wine, and Spoilers because I mean, let's face it, it's kind of what we do. Like, Heinz makes ketchup, we talk spoilers.
Didn't the Hulk make an appearance? Didn't the Hulk show up?
Oh no, that was
no, he did
because they talked about him.
They talked about him.
Yeah, because he mentioned the thing about
no. There was a real quick
and he showed up and
real quick thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh, right.
Very quick. So it was so
he
fast.
mentioned something about a relationship with Thor, and he was like,
he kept talking about Thor.
That
was the other thing. Hemsworth and his whole 30 seconds. It is going to be interesting to see where Marvel goes next, because I think streaming wise, we're talking Midnight Suns. There is obviously Captain America with Harrison Ford as Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Even though I figured that's going to be more CGI than anything else.
Yeah.
But hopefully it looks good.
The TV show with Agatha that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So here's something we haven't had a chance to bat around. Especially with, taking a week off and everything. So Robert Downey Jr. announced as Dr. Doom. How do we feel about this, troops?
At first I was really upset because I thought he was replacing Homeboy, but then one of my friends who's a huge comic book guy, he said it's actually part of the canon that I guess Iron Man was Dr. Doom at one point or something. So then suddenly I was like, okay, he's actually not stealing the job from somebody else. But I guess that is actually part of the Iron Man lore. So I don't feel so bad about it now. That's what I heard.
I mean, if that's the direction they're going to go, because I know that I heard about that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear people complaining, and again, how many? Chris Evans is who? He done played Captain America. He played Johnny Storm. Ryan Reynolds. Jesus. What was it? Let's go.
Green Lantern.
First he was Deadpool.
Right.
Then he was budget Deadpool. Yeah. Then he became Green Lantern. He was
Hannibal King.
Kirk is right. Hannibal King was first.
Hannibal King was first.
Hannibal King was first.
Blade 3.
And a bad
Blade 3.
Hannibal King.
Yeah.
Oh yes. That's right.
And a bad Hannibal King.
Right. And then a bad Wolverine, bad Deadpool.
Yeah,
bad Deadpool
3, from Wolverine.
Yeah.
That was a disaster. Then he jumped to DC. He became Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Which he shot himself on in the first Deadpool.
and then that's what makes the Deadpool movie so funny, because then he poked fun at all the superhero characters he's played. So I mean, I don't, if this is part of the canon, that's great. If it is Robert Downey Jr. basically saying, I want to come back to, I've got my Oscar.
Checks in the mail.
I got my Oscar. I got my X, Y, and Z. Bring me back as somebody new. I can rock with it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I don't know if they bothered to ask the other two guys that played him before whether or not they wanted to play him again, but no. I didn't have a problem with the other two playing Dr. Doom.
Will reflect.
It's the scripts.
I will reflect that convulsion of Kirk's, and just add. Those guys were, to me, they were non-consequential. Like they didn't take the role and define it.
Right. Like the producers were like, "Who are you again?"
Exactly.
Who was the first Doom?
Exactly.
Really?
Dr. Doom is supposed to be basically the Darth Vader of Marvel. If you want to put it where it's supposed to be put, there you go. The fact that he is just now arriving with everything we have sat through since 2008 is kind of bananas. But then again, we've also not had a decent Fantastic Four movie, period.
Oof. Yeah.
Period. And I stand 10 toes on that. I have mad issues with everything they tried, especially that first round. It's like, and nothing against the actual actors.
Right.
I happen to love Michael Chiklis.
Mhm.
Favorite of mine ever since
The Shield.
Shield and the Commish and all that stuff. Like, he's dope.
Yeah.
He's also a lot shorter than people think. Anyway,
but they didn't know what they were doing with those films.
That's
which
true.
is why I don't blame the actors so much as I blame the scripts.
Oh, no, absolutely.
And
scripts and director. I put that right in their lap.
Because I mean, I think when we had Blade.
Yes.
And I think, you know why I think Blade worked? And I say this, people will frown, but he wasn't a popular character.
Right.
Like when people heard Blade, a lot of people who were not comic book people, when the movie Blade came out, was like, oh, this is a cool vampire flick.
Yeah.
You know, kind of the same way, which is funny because somebody had mentioned that was the first Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And I had to go back and look, and I was like, it technically wasn't.
Well, technically, it's
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing. No,
with Adrian Barbeau.
No. Swamp Thing is
1982.
Right.
Is Swamp Thing ET? Oh, okay. So they're Man.
No, Swamp Thing is DC. Man
Thing is Marvel. Okay. I don't know why I thought Swamp Thing was. I know that Lou Ferrigno played the Hulk on TV, and then we had that terrible Spider. That live action Spider-Man.
I think a lot of them are like shortlisted as the thing that started the Marvel movie.
I mean,
Marvel Cinematic Universe
began with
the universe. That's the Big Bang.
So
Blade was the Big Bang for Marvel Universe.
And because I think he wasn't as popular as all the others, he was given a wide berth to grow.
Mm-hmm.
When you start getting into, once we got Spider-Man, I think that changed the way everybody's like, oh wow, we actually can do one of these decently. So I think what ends up happening is, unfortunately, Daredevil fell short. I felt sorry for Daredevil because what's his name? Who directed the movie?
Affleck.
Oh.
No, not Ben Affleck.
No,
who directed
the director.
It was what's his name? Who did? Oh my God. Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith directed that one?
I believe he did. I believe, look it up. But I want to say he did because he's a comic book fan. I might be wrong. And it fell short. It didn't do. And then everything else subsequently like that, just kind of like they didn't know what to do with. Like, I think the whole problem with the Fantastic Four movie, that first one, was they were just too busy trying to show off their powers rather than build an actual story. I like the second one a lot better because I like the Silver Surfer, but then they didn't know how to wrap that up. And then the Michael B. Jordan version, which I'm going to tell you this, that movie had a very good pace until it came to a point where you literally could see someone in the room was like, this is going a little long, guys. You need to wrap this up. And all of a sudden, the movie just went and went into this terrible nosedive for the next 45 minutes. And I was like, what the hell are y'all doing? What shit? Okay.
Is that your Cajun?
That's my Joe Biden. I'm getting around, man.
That's your Joe Biden.
Watching. What happened?
Don't trip up the stairs.
Oh gosh.
Joe Cajun.
Google says that Mark Steven Johnson, that's the person that directed Daredevil.
Did he
Yeah.
do
And
anything
when
else
did Kevin
afterwards?
Smith have something?
Yeah,
to do
he
with
did
it?
a lot.
A couple of Arby's commercials.
This is Grumpy Old Men, Grumpy Old Men, Jack
Menor?
Frost, Ghost Rider, One in Rome,
Oh,
etc.,
he did Ghost
etc.
Rider.
He did
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
That's what it says.
What was the last thing he did?
2007. Yeah, that's what the internet says.
What was
So
the last thing he did then?
The last thing?
Did you put
Love in
Ghost
the
Rider?
Villa. I'm not watching
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
oh my God.
That was
I was about to say not
Well,
Kurt watching the Hallmark Channel.
Kurt,
Right.
Love in the Villa was one
What
of
did
my
you
favorite.
do with Kurt?
I
Kurt,
felt so.
Kurt,
There were
listen,
moments when I wanted to cry and laugh. And
listen,
I laughed, I
listen,
cried, I drank Chianti. It was incredible.
Oh
listen,
no.
Uh-oh.
listen, Kurt.
Who are you? What have you done with Kurt?
Kurt, the only movie we gonna recognize is Ghost Rider. You should know the Ghost Rider.
I knew he was going to do that.
We're gonna recognize.
I'm going to
Ghost
voice
Rider in the Villa.
a quick unpopular opinion.
Uh-oh.
You?
Me. I did not mind Daredevil that much.
I
I
didn't
didn't think
hate
it was the
Daredevil.
greatest
Who
thing
are
ever
you?
made.
What have you done with
Oh,
Steve?
Netflix.
I didn't think
You
it was,
mean
but
the Netflix
understand-
one, right?
No. I'm talking about because
The
here's
one
thing, it
directed
was
by the man
first-
who did the Ghost Rider.
Right. Look, here's the thing. I'm not saying it was the greatest thing of all time, but
Mhm.
I'm saying I've seen way worse. And I'm going to throw this out. At the time,
Mhm.
it was very in vogue to dislike Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
It
So-
still is.
But wait, he wasn't in Ghost Rider?
No, I'm not. So I'm saying that a
Was
lot
Jennifer
of that
Ghost Rider?
bad press, no, but
Went over
she
to-
was with him.
Right.
And that whole like media storm around them created a certain kind of environment.
Yeah.
It's just like Catwoman. Like a lot of younger kids.
Wait, hold on.
We
Hold on.
hate. Most of us dislike Catwoman. I hate's a little strong. Most of us dislike Catwoman and see the failings in that. But kids are watching it now. This has been this whole thing, and they're discovering it, and they're like, "Oh, this wasn't so bad." So that's all I'm saying.
You sure?
The
You
Halle
sure
Berry one?
it's not like
Yes,
the
the Halle Berry one,
Okay.
and I
You sure
got
it's-
that.
You sure it's not
Not
like
to keep
the
throwing the job up, but I got that from her
you
during
it's
her
not the,
interview.
it's not a Rocky Horror Picture Show scenario where it was trashed in the beginning, and then like a new generation has figured out how cokey and horrible it was, and they laugh at it. Like,
Well,
A toast.
will we be seeing like theaters opening up with Catwoman and people coming dressed as Catwoman and going with the script and singing songs during Catwoman's during Halle Berry's moments?
I'll put it to you like this: a win is a win.
A win is a win. Who said that?
Everybody has their
When is a
own film. No matter how bad some of these movies turned out, some of us walked away really enjoying them for what they were. I mean, there was nothing before it,
Right.
and you were just excited to have it, and it's like
What's
okay,
yours, Mark?
Mine.
What's yours?
I'm sorry, I'll admit it. Supergirl, when it came out.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Supergirl.
All right. You got something
really
going now?
enjoyed that until I had to go into the I don't
Until
know
you
what
had
you're
to
talking
defend it.
about.
Until you had to defend it.
I had to go into witness protection over doing that.
I said that, girl. Wait,
Oh.
wasn't the villain?
It was Faye
the villain?
Dunaway.
Faye Dunaway was the villain.
Faye
Faye
Dunaway.
Dunaway.
Wow.
Dunaway was the villain.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
I truly
Faye
enjoyed that movie when I
Dunaway
was a
getting
kid.
the check.
But I want to ask a quick question before we change subjects. So what was it like to meet Halle Berry?
It's like looking into the sun.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
All right. I see that.
And it is
Wow.
literally like it's literally one of those things like I have to be cool. I just have to, do my job and whatever.
Mhm.
And on the inside, I'm screaming. Like screaming, like, oh my God.
Wow.
And nothing other than that, just oh my God, over and over again. But she was very nice, you know.
Okay, good.
It was cool.
Awesome.
So,
Aw.
hey,
Wait, so now I
listen.
know. Well, all right, go on. I want to know
No,
what
what?
Denise's was then.
Oh,
Mine?
yes.
Yeah, go, Steve, you started it, Steve. Once you started,
I know.
and it's an awesome question. It's an awesome question. What is it?
I don't know. Like the movies I like, I don't know if other people think they're good or bad. Like one of my favorite movies is Raising Arizona.
No,
That's a good movie.
That's solid. That's a
That's
solid
a
movie.
good movie.
That's one of my
Nobody's arguing
favorites.
against
Like
Raising
I
Arizona.
quote
can't
that
use
one
that
all
one.
the time.
You can't use that
I'm
one.
trying to think.
That's
I
a
don't
classic.
know movies that I like that people didn't like. I don't know.
What was panned? You know, the movies that were panned were like, oh, come on, that shit is garbage, blah, blah, blah. And you're like in the corner like this. Well, I thought it was pretty damn awesome.
I'm trying to think.
You got one. You got one. Everybody has one.
Masters of the Universe.
I'm like, no.
I got one. Yes, you
I don't
do.
know.
Come
I'd
on,
have to
Denise.
marinate on that. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay.
He said Masters of the Universe. Fucking Franklin.
That's a solid pick too.
Oh my fucking
That is a
God.
solid fucking pick.
I hadn't even
Wow.
thought about that.
Wow, that is a solid fucking pick. That's a
Oh
solid
my
pick.
gosh. I've
That's
had
solid.
movies that I first thought was really good, and then later it's like, why did I like that? Like I watched the Carousel of Souls, and I thought that movie was so scary. Carnival of Souls.
Carnival.
And later I went back and I was like, yeah, that movie was just okay. I used to love the Carnival of Souls. And I was like, not great.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
All right.
All right. What was
Wait,
yours?
Kurt,
Kurt?
did you give us one?
No, I was mine is Chud.
Oh, for the
Chud
love of
is
God.
awesome.
Okay.
Chud has so many elements of
I am-
awesome in it.
I am not
that
judging
people
that.
just missed it.
Wow.
I am not judging that. I am not. And to be
just-
honest, I haven't seen Chud in so long that it's cloudy as fuck in my head. I would actually have to sit up and watch
I
it.
remember seeing that movie, and I was like, "Ain't enough chud in this." where the chud at? I know y'all down there.
Oh my God.
Chud is an ephemeral experience that must be seen by everyone. It is New York in the heydays of grime, grit, and corruption. It is horrifying.
Mhm.
And when you find out that Chud doesn't mean what you thought it meant, but it
It's
meant
an
something
acronym,
even worse.
right?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
but it was worse. It's not cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Yeah,
It was something worse.
yeah, it
Oh
was.
gosh.
Yeah, and you can't help but think Eric Adams would do some stupid shit like that.
Wow.
Listen, he'd do some stupid shit like that. Yeah.
Wow.
We're talking about the Eric Adams, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
the Eric Adams.
He heard somebody say, you know, de Blasio's a real shitty mayor. And he said, hold my beer.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
That
A win
Eric
is a win.
Adams.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
Add that to my
Hey.
rewatch list.
Hey, you know what today is?
What is today?
Today is August 18th. And 104 years ago,
104.
women got the right to vote.
Cosign.
104 years ago. Yes.
So,
Yes.
in honor of that,
Oh, my stars.
Beef, Wine, and Shenanigans, get yourselves ready. Because to pay tribute to that, we are not going to play Name That Racist.
Okay.
We are going to play Name That Sexist. Right?
This is the microphone.
Here we are. Name That Sexist. And here's how the game is played. I am going to read a quote from a sexist.
Mhm.
And the only good thing about, trust me, you're going to be disturbed by some of these, so brace
Right.
yourselves for that.
It'll be multiple answer.
No.
Multiple choice? Oh.
Because we can name like any nigga right now, and he's pretty much
Yeah.
sexist anyway.
Pretty
You gotta give
much.
boys 4 choices.
but these are quotes.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But these are quotes, and you can stop that now. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna read the quote.
Okay.
You can, and in a couple of cases, I will try to give you guys a hint.
Okay.
All right. But some of these you're just gonna be asked out if you don't know it. Anyway, here's the first quote.
Oh my stars.
This sexist once said, "The words and works of God are quite clear that women were made either to be wives or prostitutes."
Damn.
Jimmy Swaggart.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
But no.
Okay.
Somebody much, much older.
Okay.
You're right that this is a church, motherfucker. Absolutely.
Okay.
Think
Jerry Falwell?
no. Okay. Let me
Henry
give the
VIII?
hint. Let me give the hint. Key founder of the Protestant church.
Oh, Henry VIII.
No.
Henry VIII.
I thought he brought that shit to England, man.
Martin Luther.
Luther.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
1500s.
Wow.
Yeah. That guy. Not to be confused, of course, with Dr. King. Martin Luther from the 1500s.
The 1500s.
Originally started off as a Catholic priest and then, decided to change it up.
Right.
Committed to
Women had too many rights in the Catholic Church. I want to start my own.
Exactly.
There it is.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
Motherfucker.
This next hint, I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Greek philosopher.
Okay.
This sexist said, "A proper wife should be as obedient as a slave."
Aristotle.
That's it. Yes.
Wow. Look at Mark's face.
I'm about to say Plato.
I was gonna
And
say Plato. Yeah.
Yo, when it comes to Greek philosophers, there's only 2 niggas you can name.
Right.
Kurt
Aristotle.
Johnson on the board.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you. That was a guess too.
I know
I was going to say Plato. I was going to say Plato.
What we say?
Oh,
A win is
Plato.
a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a
A win is a
win.
win.
A win is a win.
A win
All
is a
right. The hint will come in how I read this.
Okay.
This sexist once said, "They have the right to work wherever they want to, as long as they have dinner ready when you get home."
Do it, Mark. Get him, Mark.
No way.
Yes.
The
Mark Evans on the book. Ah.
The hall. That motherfucker.
Yeah. Ugh.
This next sexist is a radio guy.
Okay.
Who died relatively recently in comparison to the past 3. This sexist once said, feminism was established so as to allow unattractive women access to the mainstream of society.
Rush Limbaugh.
And Denise is on the board.
I did. As soon as he said recently, I was like,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
we have a 3-way tie.
I was going to say Don Imus. I thought it was Don Imus.
Imus wasn't that much of a jerk.
Look, but he was a
Although
man.
he did say
Well, nabby-headed hoes might disagree with you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to change my There we go. Ah! Right, Chief.
So the hint here is that this quote actually stopped this man's attempt to be a United States senator. This sexist once said, "If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down."
Oh, I don't remember his name. I remember when it was
Yeah,
said.
I know the quote. I can't remember his name there.
Yeah.
Same here.
You can't stop them from becoming a U.S. senator.
Mm-hmm.
David Duke, amongst other things.
Amongst other
Right.
things, but no, not
Right.
David Duke. The answer is former Congressman and thankfully now dead person, Congressman Ted Akin. He actually was trying to run for the Senate in, I think it's Missouri.
Mm.
Died in 2022. But yes, that was his take on rape.
Yep.
He's dead now. Good.
He's dead.
That part. Yeah.
Win is a win.
Speaking of rape,
Oh God.
Whew.
our
This
next
ain't gonna.
quote.
This ain't gonna be on Instagram
No, it will not.
or TikTok. At that matter.
No. I will not put it on there.
Speaking of rape, this sexist once said, "A little bit of rape is good for a man's soul."
Wow.
Who the fuck said that?
Is this nigga still alive?
No,
Is
no.
BC?
He's gone.
Is from the
God.
BC?
Nope. No,
Oh,
he's gone.
fuck.
He's gone.
Holy
He
Holy
wrote.
shit.
He wrote the Executioner's Song and White Negro.
We're all just disgusted. Like,
Yeah, we're too disgusted to answer the question. Right?
Just say who it is, man.
The answer is Norman Mailer.
What?
Whoa.
That's right.
Oh my
I
God.
told you guys weren't gonna enjoy. You know.
Wait, wait.
I don't know.
Norman Mailer. Yes, yes.
Wait.
You go dig that up while I get to the next quote.
Norman Mailer,
Norman
the
Mailer.
celebrated playwright.
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's horrible to meet your heroes. Yeah, I know. Anyway,
Yeah. Ugh.
this
Yeah,
guy,
Eric Clapton.
this guy's French. That's your clue.
Albert Camus.
That's hilarious. This sexist once said, "Nature intended women to be our slaves. They are our property."
Is this an old person or a current person?
It's a dead person.
Give me a century. Can I get a clue? A century?
I think I want to say that's 1600s.
A French,
Yeah.
1600s.
Seemed like King Louis XVI or something.
Yeah. Can I have another clue? Is he royalty or is he a philosopher?
He was in the military and actually
Napoleon.
Yes,
Napoleon
that's
Bonaparte.
Napoleon. Yes, that's the answer. Napoleon said that.
He's also an emperor. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. He's an asshole. So yeah.
And I may have
That makes
the dates wrong, but all of that aside, yes, it was Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh God.
That seems to be on brand. That seems to be on brand.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like, I don't like this game.
Right.
It's bringing me down, bro.
Right. I was gonna turn over a new leaf today, be on positive and shit, and this nigga going to start up.
It's a bad
This
time to stop
motherfucker said
sniffing
rape was
glue.
good. Norman Mailer said. Norman Mailer?
John Clapton playing in the background. Like, no, you just can't win.
What you doing tomorrow night, Mark? Want to see a Norman Mailer play?
I'm
No,
burning
you're
on
not.
my Aristotle.
Play-Doh.
Burning on my Plato.
Play-Doh.
Aristotle.
Play-Doh.
It's all
right, it
Plato
is-
now.
For those of you out there that are still keeping score, still one each. All right, this next one's about rape, so we'll skip that one.
Thank you.
Now you're all like
you.
traumatized and shit. But here's one. This racist, and this is the only one that's actually still alive.
Mm.
This sexist, sorry, once said, "If AOC were fat and in her 60s, would anyone listen to her?"
We got a lot of guys for that.
Radio
Oh,
personality,
radio
used to do MTV stuff.
Oh, and it's radio personality, MTV. Oh, she's not a senator.
Or
so that takes
Comedy
out
Central,
Cruz.
rather. I could be giving you a wrong clue there.
TV
Comedy Central,
Hmm.
Central.
radio
Oh,
person.
no, not him.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh.
Okay, last hint. Man show.
Oh,
Joe Rogan?
fuck.
No.
Oh shit. Corolla. Fuck. I know that
Judges?
name. Corolla. It's
We'll take it. We'll take it.
The Man Show.
Adam
Yeah.
Carolla. To be
Adam
exact.
Carolla. That
Kirk.
asshole.
Kirk Johnson has 2 points.
You know how proud I feel now to know that I know who these sexists are.
Right.
That's-
Let's just trivia. Come on.
Trivia for you.
For us, it's a trauma tour.
Trivia, trauma, tomato. Okay, last one, guys.
Okay.
This would be a chance for Denise or Mark to tie up with Kirk, or Kirk to run away with it, or for all of you to just, I don't know,
Crying
Run
our
away.
pillow.
start crying into your pillows. Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Ooh,
All right.
stars.
This last one has
Uh-huh.
several quotes, including calling women primitive and dog-like, calling
Oh, shit.
Alexis Stewart, Martha Stewart's daughter, extremely cunty,
Oof.
and calling Britney Spears and Paris Hilton 2 of the biggest white whores in America.
Dr. Umar?
Dr. Umar.
I don't
That
think
nigga
Dr.
sexist.
Umar. Well, yeah, but I don't think he would have called. I don't think he would have been that deliberate with Paris Hilton and Britney Spears.
I don't know.
Ben
Anybody?
Shapiro.
No, but you're in the ballpark.
Oh shit!
So Ben Shapiro?
I said
Well,
Ben Shapiro.
I'll put it like this: someone who used to be on Fox.
Oh, not Megyn Kelly.
No,
She used to be on Fox.
white
This
dude.
was. It's a white man.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name with the brown hair.
Oh wait a minute.
He got fired recently.
Oh,
Somebody.
Ben Shapiro.
the guy
God,
who got fired recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fired.
Oh.
Dude, man. Dude.
The guy who I hate. I
Oh.
can't think of his name.
Well, we all hate him. That's not.
Oh my God. What? I see his face.
I'm sorry.
Me too. Carson?
No.
No.
You're close.
Damn it. Tucker?
Yes, we'll take that.
Thank
Tucker
you.
Carlson.
Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. Bro.
Yes.
the
Tucker
answer.
Carlson. Tucker rhymes with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
that,
great.
ladies and gentlemen, concludes this round of America's second least favorite game show.
Name that sexist.
That's sexist.
Sexist.
All
All right, I need you to tell me 3 positive things, bro. We're not ending like this.
Word. Yeah.
I have 3 positive things for you.
Okay.
Kirk Johnson, Mark
Mhm.
Abbott, Stephen Van Patten. Hey,
Yay.
Hey,
That was
that's
nice.
That's a cheat.
hold on.
we only got 2 minutes left.
What?
What, Mark? What's the matter?
And Denise Tapscott.
Well, she wanted 3, so there's her 4th. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gets the gold star.
That's lovely. Yes, write that hate mail there, Mark.
That's right.
Like I said, that concludes this edition of Name That Sexist.
Oh my God.
Please tune in for the next time I really want to hurt these 3's feelings.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
Because wow, I knew they were going to take it bad. I didn't know they were going to take it that bad. I got to be honest.
It's so
But
ugly.
I love it. But
It's
I love it.
awful. Oh
But
my
I love
God.
it. And you know, but here's the
Wow.
thing. I worked real hard on this. So,
Yeah, so did Dr. Doom.
yes.
Oh!
Well, you know,
Napoleon was a hard
there's-
worker too. Didn't
there's
really
hope.
like him.
There's hope. There's hope. Hey, Napoleon had money. If I had Napoleon's money right now, we would be doing this at CBS. So there you go. And I wouldn't even blow up the Sphinx's nose to do it. All right, so that's the end of the show. I can put that down.
Mark still can't
ladies,
speak.
ladies and gentlemen, oh, he'll recover. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. We appreciate you listening. We hope you got a laugh. And you know, kind of like when you're hanging out with Fat Albert and the Junkyard Kids, you know, you learn something before we're done.
Bill Cosby,
I
oh
want
my
to
God.
thank. Well, yeah.
We're
Get
closing
out there and
Bill.
vote for Kamala. Ha.
Yes.
And then there's
Kamala.
that.
Kamala.
And then there's that.
Kamala.
And we're going to
Yes.
be pushing you all. And that was sort of like, you know, to be honest with you, that game was a little bit of reverse psychology for you. Just to remind you how fucked up the world is. And you don't want it to go back to that way where you got people saying that kind of shit and not getting into trouble. So,
Mhm.
you know, you out there, you know what I did. You know, you've got a gift. Anyway, that's it. We love you. We mean it. And that's our show. We will see you very, very soon. Yeah, we're out of here. Love you, mean it.